interestingly enough, just only a week or two ago, there was this, James O'Brien on LBC. He came out with something which seems to be a fake news kind of thing, where he said that a Jewish person had that experience growing up, that they were taught always that a Jewish life is worth a thousand Arab lives or something. And all the Jewish communities came up and said, hang on, no, because I never heard anything anywhere like that. I've never heard. If anything, they're overly sort of Jews historically sort of a bit woke, and they're a bit sort of like everyone's together and everyone's worth the same, that kind of almost too much. But it does actually, I mean, I think it is okay to say it. That isn't a part of Islam at the moment, isn't it?
So what I try to do is I don't talk about Islam, I talk about humans. I think there are too many Muslims who are bad people who are hiding behind their scripture. As in and I don't talk about the religion at all, because I feel like because we'll go around in circles talking about this. There are Muslims who have interpreted the scripture in, I would say, in an unhelpful way, in a very extremist, negative way. But then there are also Muslims who haven't. So the way I see it is, religion is a mirror of the type of person you are. If you are a bad person, you will find bad things in your scripture to justify your bad deeds. If you're a good person, you're not going to see the bad stuff. And so what I do is I say, do you know what? Let's put the scripture to the side. Let's talk about you. Focus on you as a human. Who the hell are you? So, and that's all I'm trying to do on my channel is I'm saying, if you're a Muslim, fantastic. If you're not, no worries. Like, I don't care how many people convert to Islam. I don't care how many people leave Islam. That's none of my business. Like, I'm living in UK. I believe you have the freedom to choose the religion. I won't judge you. I do believe in God, and I believe that's between you and God. But I feel like when we keep talking about scripture and religion, all this kind of stuff, what we do is we're focusing away from the human. I want to make that human solely responsible for their actions and not hide behind the scripture. Because I know what the Muslims are going to do is each time anyone talks about Islam, they say Islamophobia, oh, look, they're after us, and all this kind of, we're peaceful people and these extremists don't represent us. And we're just going round in circles. And I'm like, okay, fine, let's not talk about your scripture. Let's not talk about your religion. Let's talk about the behaviors, condemn the bad apples. Oh, do you know what? They still don't want to condemn the bad apples, even when you don't talk about their scripture or religion in a negative way. They still don't want to come to the table. They still don't want to condemn. So what my channel is aiming to do is trying to reduce the excuses that Muslims give for not coming to the table and addressing the concerns. And I say this all the time to the Muslims who listen to my channel. I said, look, address the concerns people have. People are suspicious of people from our background, right now. They think that we're not loyal. They think we're out to get them, or we're trying to take over Sharia law, whatever. Address the concerns. Grooming gangs. Okay, you cannot blame non-Muslim people for linking the grooming gangs to our religion, because the groomers linked it when they were coming out the court. They said Allahu Akbar when they were coming, when they were doing these kind of things. The excuse they gave is, oh, in our country, Pakistan, the age is this. Of this person's not seen as a child. So they're linking it to the culture, that they're linking it to the religion. They're the ones who are saying that they are talking about non-Muslim women being filthy and all this kind of stuff, justifying the disgusting deeds. So had the Muslims in this country had the decency to condemn these horrible, disgusting people the way they should have been condemned, and held these grooming gang members solely responsible for non-Muslims linking things to the religion, I think we would have been closer to uniting this country. But sadly, because a lot of the people in this country don't have British values, in terms of people from my background, they don't understand what English people are thinking. So I would like people from my race and religion to have empathy. Our parents, our grandparents came here. No one asked us to come here. So you're not doing anyone a favor by being here. So now that we're here, it is upon us. It's our duty to be empathetic towards English people, understand what concerns do they have of us, address the concerns that they have. If you do that, if you be empathetic, I will tell you, I can't obviously guarantee. I'm going by the experience that I've had. The non-Muslim people have really supported me. And these are people who you would deem as they hate Islam, they hate Muslims. Okay, why do they not hate me then? Why do they not hate me? I've never said, I don't ever bash Islam. I never said I'm an ex-Muslim. And actually, the biggest criticism that my supporters give to me is that why are you not bashing Islam? Why are you not? Just come out and say you're an ex-Muslim and just convert to Christianity or whatever, but the point I'm trying to make is, even though I don't do any of that and I don't pander to them, they still supported me. It was only the non-Muslims that supported me in this horrible time. So thank you so much to each of my supporters. So when this horrible thing happened to me 2 months ago, where I had to leave my home, I set up a GoFundMe that my supporters told me to do. And without that money, I would have been completely screwed. So, because obviously you need money to move around and all this kind of stuff. I'm not going to, like, lots of people said, oh, come to our house and live here. But I don't know these people. They may be good people. Maybe they're the extremists trying to trap me.
We'll put a link in the description for that. What actually happened? Why did you have to leave your home?
I had to leave my home because they found out where I live. Although I was pretending that I don't live in Luton, people found out where I live, and everyone was talking about the taxi drivers to the guy in the halal meat shop. Everyone was like, they had their eyes on my house because I use the taxi quite a lot in Luton. So people, although I was in disguise and stuff a little bit, like my voice is very distinctive.
Yes.
The way I talk is distinctive. So I've realized there's pros and cons of not being common. And I'm not trying to sound big-headed, but like I've realized that when you're not if I would have been common, I would have blended in very easily. But because I'm not, I've realized how uncommon I am, because when I'm trying to blend in, it's difficult because of my voice and everything.